All right, guys, how's it going? Liverpool may have to revisit £100 million transfer plan after emphatic Rodri message. That's the headline at the Liverpool Echo. The Manchester City midfielder has showcased the value of a dominant defensive midfielder for club and country this season. Not going to read the article, just telling us about how good he is and all that. And it says here about, his involvement at the Euros and that. And this is the bit I just wanted to focus on with you. His importance should also send an important transfer message to Liverpool, highlighting the importance and influence of a genuinely world-class midfielder in the heart of the engine room. The Reds lost theirs to Saudi Arabia last summer in Fabinho, but his struggles during the 22-23 campaign highlighted his talents were on the wane, having already won every major prize for Liverpool. Trying to sign Moses Caicedo, the Reds eventually settled for the left field acquisition of Wataru Endo, with the Japanese performing admirably in his first season at Anfield. But really, should he be anything more than a squad player? Sources insist the club consider themselves well covered at number 6. I don't believe that. Despite links to the likes of Atalanta's Ederson, a world-class midfielder is a proven game changer, as the Reds found out when signing Fabinho 6 years ago. They might have one in waiting in their books in Emphatic, but his time has not come yet. So, having been willing to spend over £100 million on Caicedo last summer, they need to really think about putting their money where their mouth is again. And, Ederson's name is mentioned in there. This is the one that I keep telling everyone. That's the one that I'm watching, quietly watching, see if anything comes out. Nothing really has recently, although there was an article in Brazil, which was quite under the radar, which was saying about Liverpool's interest in him. I do believe he is, a Liverpool target, or certainly under consideration. But, the most recent things I've heard about that position, if you like, was about 10 days, 2 weeks ago, when I was told that Liverpool were focusing on that position now ahead of other areas of the team. Obviously, they have different things going on at once, that's common sense, but there seems to be a lot of emphasis on that position, which makes that claim there that the club's saying that they feel well stocked in that department. I don't believe that. I think that's the club playing it down. So that was 2 weeks ago that Liverpool were focusing on that position. And the other thing that I was told was that Ederson wasn't, I need to be specific, they didn't say a target. Liverpool were making noises, Liverpool inquiry, Liverpool looking at him, Liverpool favoured him, whatever you want to say it. They didn't describe him as a target, but they said that Ederson was on the agenda, was on the radar, but they thought it would be difficult to complete. And I'm sure they said very difficult as well. And I'm not sure why that is. So, and maybe I'm just missing something, or I'm tired, I haven't thought about it, I don't know. So that was a bit negative. So when you hear things like that, that's when I think, I wonder if they're now looking at something else instead, you know what I mean? But I'd keep an eye on Ederson at Atalanta. But yeah, so it's interesting that there's an article to do with that. We're writing an article about a defensive midfielder, pointing out that how good, how much of a difference a quality, as Rafa would say, for sure, how much a quality addition to the squad could make, and that the money was there for Caicedo. Liverpool need to go and spend the money on that position, but the club is saying, "No, we're all right, thanks." Strange, just a strange article. It's an opinion piece, you know what I mean? So there's no conspiracy there or anything. But it certainly got me thinking a little bit. And they did mention Ederson, but none of the other defensive midfielders that have been mentioned. So, yeah. So I just wanted to mention the headline and just to give you a little bit of input there as to my thoughts as well, I guess. All right, guys. I'll be live on here at 2 o'clock and 7 o'clock this evening if you want to come along for an answer. I would really appreciate that if you did, even if you just, you haven't got time, just pop in and say hello or whatever. All right. I best go. Please thumbs up the video if you appreciate it. Please drop me a comment if you want to buy me a beer or a coffee. Hit the super thanks, the love heart button under the video, and I will give you a shout out tomorrow for thanking, to thank you and for supporting my channel. All right, guys, cheers.